All right, guys, today I'm in Shift and page 49, my favorite page in the book. And I've got a few points for you, and then we're going to have a conversation. 4 points, actually. All right, let's get started. Fewer leads, fewer showings, and increased days on market. Fewer leads, fewer showings, and increased days on market. You know, it's interesting because this book was written in 2008, and Gary's describing the market that we're in today, isn't he?
Yeah.
Even though the book was written 14 years ago. Listen again, fewer leads, fewer showings, and increased days on market. The minute these signs show up, take notice, don't ignore them, and don't wait to act. That's most people right now, by the way. They're ignoring this. They're waiting for it to act. They're waiting to act. They're either overly optimistic or they're just ignoring reality. These are the early warning signals of what is most likely coming next. What's most likely coming next? More inventory and fewer pendings. This is the sequence of a shift. Demand slows down and supply builds up. It starts with fewer leads and ends with even less closings. All right, it's just a fact. I mean, it's not good or bad, right or wrong, or any of that. It's just data. I don't want you to get concerned with the conversation. The reason we're talking about this is in order to prepare you, in order to equip you with the mindset and the tools that you need in order to thrive in a shifting market. You know, survive to thrive. Well, first of all, you have to survive in order to thrive, but that doesn't mean that you have to wait to thrive. You can go ahead and thrive right now. All right. Now, everything I just said, and yet sales are down 22.2% year to date in our market. Fact, data, buyers and sellers get thrown for a loop, and they in turn throw the market for one. Buyers and sellers get thrown for a loop, and they in turn throw the market for one. So listen to this. 40% of the contracts in the Southwest Market Center, Keller Williams Southwest Market Center, 40% of the contracts that were scheduled to close in June canceled last month. 40% cancellation.
So it's like
listen, right? Buyers and sellers get thrown for a loop, and they in turn throw the market for one. There's a perfect example of buyers and sellers throwing the market for a loop. You have more canceled contracts. And what felt like an unlimited supply of buyers and sellers suddenly feels very limited. Abundance quickly shifts to scarcity. Now, if you allow that to affect the way you think, I could say that abundance mentality quickly shifts to scarcity mentality. We go from there's plenty to go around to there's only so much to go around, and now I have a scarcity mindset. In other words, if you succeed, that means there's less for me. I'm going to share some numbers with you in just a second. They're going to show you that that's 100% not true. So abundance quickly shifts to scarcity. And so what, now what? So what, now what? If your ship doesn't come in, swim out to it. I think Jonathan Winter said that. If your ship doesn't come in, swim out to it. In other words, if you've been having success happen instead of making success happen, having success happen is having the ship come in. Making success happen is swimming out to it. In real life, Having success happen is your phone is ringing with friends and family members who want to buy and sell real estate. Making success happen is getting on the phone and calling expired listings. It's going out and knocking on doors. It's circle prospecting. Your ship coming in is friends and family members calling you because they want to buy and sell real estate. Swimming out to your ship is getting on the phone and calling expired listings and circle prospecting and knocking on doors. Just because the market has moved from more to less doesn't necessarily mean that you have to. Now, here's interesting perspective. If you look at the graph that I drew that's behind me, we're tracking real estate sales between 2003 and 2007. What's interesting about this is in 2005, we were in a market that is very similar to the market that we've been in for the last 12 months. And there were 6.4 million homes sold in 2005. And then the market started to shift. And by 2007, that number had dropped to 5.1 million homes sold. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you look back, it's roughly the exact same number of homes that were sold in 2003. In 2003, the real estate community was celebrating. Good for us, yay, because where was the market in 2003 compared to 2001? It was up. We were celebrating. We were excited. And then all of a sudden, the market shifts, and in 2007, we find ourselves in the same place we were in 2003, and now it's doom and gloom, and oh my goodness, what do? Perspective. Here's my point. If you were a real estate agent between 2003 and 2007, and the market shifted in 2005 and sales dropped significantly, was there still enough homes being sold for you to hit your goals?
Yes.
And the answer is yes. And as a matter of fact, there were a lot of real estate agents who were building a bigger business in that shift than they were prior to the shift. I was one of them. In 2005, the Dietz team in our market was selling 60, 70 homes a year. We were successful. We were doing well, but we were not even in the top 100 in our local MLS. By 2010, we were number 5 in the local MLS, selling more than 120 homes a year. Okay. 6.2 million homes sold in 2021. Does that look familiar? 6.2 million homes in the United States sold in 2021. Sales are down year to date in 2022 in our market by 22.2%. And yet there has been, get ready, write this down, 55,529 sales closed year to date in Broward and Palm Beach counties. 55,529 homes closed in Broward and Palm Beach counties. So Alicia, if your goal is to sell 2 homes a month, 3 homes a month, 4 homes a month, 5 homes a month, can you hit that goal with 55,529 homes sold year to date in Broward and Palm Beach County?
Absolutely.
Even though sales are down by 22.2%, you can still hit that goal?
Yes.
Do you have less of an opportunity to hit that goal?
No.
No?
Maybe a little bit more work.
Maybe
But you can.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's more work. Matter of fact, we're going to get into that in just a second here. And that's part of page 49 is it will take more work. It'll take more effort. It'll take more focus. It'll take more energy because we're looking for ready, willing, and able buyers and sellers. The challenge of a shift is to find the motivated. Please write that down. The challenge of a shift is to find the motivated, because what we're doing is we're going from a market where everybody was motivated to now there's fewer people who are motivated. We went from a market where everybody wanted to buy and sell to take advantage of the real estate market to now fewer people are buying and selling. Maybe it's only the people who need to buy and sell. We got to find them. And evidently, there's still plenty of them because there's 55,529 homes that have been sold so far this year. Here's another stat for you. If I can find my phone. Hold on one second. It's in my pocket. 1 second, guys. So I went to the ALC this morning and I asked them to do a little bit of research for me. Here's what I asked. How many homes came off the market between June 30th and July 1st in our local MLS? You guys ready? Here's the number, 681. Tara Carter found that. Thank you, Tara. 681. 681 homes came off the market between June 30th and July 1st.
1 day.
681.
That's Broward and Palm Beach.
It's our local MLS.
Local.
Yeah. Now, that's 681 opportunities for you to call. Good morning. My name is Alicia. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty. Just calling to see if you're still interested in selling your home. And the seller and the person says, yeah, well, of course, it's for sale. And actually, it came off the market last night. And then wait for, I didn't know that. And don't be surprised when you hear, I didn't know that. And why wouldn't they know? Well, they wouldn't know because their real estate agent didn't tell them, hey guys, by the way, our listing expires today. And if it expires on June 30th, then that means at 12 a.m., boom, it's coming off the market. And that homeowner is going to start getting calls the next morning. And when I had a listing and we had an expiration date coming up, I would always be on the phone calling them and letting them know, Clarissa, the last day of our listing agreement is June 30th, just to let you know. And we'd like to extend the listing. And if they said we're not going to extend the listing, I would just tell them, okay, just so you know, your phone's going to start ringing the next morning because you're going to get calls from real estate agents who want to list your house. At the very least, I want you to know you're going to get these calls. You guys follow me so far? Now, let me go back to the opportunity. You have 681 people who had their home on the market, who wanted to sell their home, who literally raised their hand and said, I want to sell my home. Matter of fact, I'm putting my house on the market. Matter of fact, my home is on the market. Whose home came off the market. That's 681 opportunities for you to call. Are you still interested in selling your home? To go knock on their door and ask them, are you still interested in selling your home? Did you know your listing came off the market yesterday? If I had a full price offer today, are you still interested in selling your home? Hey, just out of curiosity, I hope you guys are writing these things down. Just out of curiosity, if your home's sold, where were you going? What's important to you about moving to Tampa? What would that do for you? How soon would you like to get there? You know, in my experience, when a home doesn't sell that should have, but didn't, like yours, it usually comes down to one of three reasons. It's either price, presentation, or marketing. And just out of curiosity, which of the three do you believe is the reason your home didn't sell? You know, I can see that your home was listed at $700,000. Just curious, did you have any offers? What's the highest offer you got? If you got that same offer today, what would you do? If you knew, you had a crystal ball and you knew that your home, that highest offer you got was going to be the highest amount of money that your home was worth, or the highest offer you would get for the next 5 years. So you got an offer for $670,000, Orinthia, awesome, and you rejected it because it's too low. I get it. And if you knew that $670,000 was going to be the highest offer you would get for the next 5 years, What would you do if you got the offer again? Are you still interested in moving to Tampa? What's more important to you, the $30,000 difference between 670 and 700, or moving to Tampa in order to be with your family? If I could show you how I could get your home sold for the most money in the least amount of time, would you be interested in seeing how I could do that? And guys, a lot of times the success on these calls, on these conversations, don't happen with the first conversation. Remember, people don't change their mind, but they make a new decision based on new information. So you may hear, no, I'm just not selling my home. They're unhappy, they're angry, they're gonna take a break. No worries, cool. Call them back in a week. Hey, Clarissa, John Dietz, following up his promise, just checking in to see if I had that offer today. Would you want me to bring you the offer? No, I don't. Go away. Don't call me again. Cool. 2 weeks later. Hey, Arinthia, John Dietz, following up. I thought I told you not to call me. Oh, yeah, I know. If I had a full price offer today, would you want me to bring you the offer today? Keep asking. If you keep asking and you give them new information, you're giving them an opportunity to make a new decision. If you listen to them and stop calling, then nothing good is going to happen. There have been 1,892 new listings month to date in our market. Just because the market has moved from more to less doesn't mean you have to. As leads become fewer, you must recognize the situation and make a more concerted effort to generate them. Alicia, that's what you were saying, 100% what you were saying. And Gary, I'm going to say it again. Gary says just because the market has moved from more to less doesn't mean you have to. As leads become fewer, you must recognize the situation and make a more concerted effort to generate them. You must be more rigorous and resolute in your lead generation than ever before, and more so than anyone else. Okay. Talk to me, guys. What'd you hear?